They cannot work me. So I kept getting bigger and bigger, so nobody would catch up with me.
Mr. Olympia, Ronnie Coleman!
Some people call him RoboCop. Arlington police officer Ronnie Coleman stands 5 feet 11, weighs 305 pounds, has only 4% body fat, and arms 23 inches in diameter.
I had heard about him, but I had never seen him. And the first day that I came to work over here and saw him sitting in briefing, I just could not believe it. I mean, I've seen big guys in the gym, but to this day, every time I see him, I just can't believe it. If there's some suspects that I think are going to be resistive, and he shows up as my backup officer, they immediately calm down, and they always have the same look on their face that they can't believe that this officer is so big.
You know, I've had to start small. And what a lot of people don't understand is, you see me big up there like that, but, you know, it took a long time for me to get there. You know, that didn't happen overnight. I just wanted a free membership because I was poor back then. I couldn't afford to pay for a gym membership. Coming from Dominos Pizza, where, you know, I had to eat pizza every day to survive because I didn't make that much money. I started powerlifting when I was in high school. You know, I had the gift of strength. I was pretty strong.
A friend of mine got me into serious training. A guy by the name of Brian Dobson. He said he knew it right then and there I'd be a champion one day. And
the guy said, if you compete, I'd give you a free membership to the gym.
I could beat him on everything at first. And then probably within 6 months, I never beat him on anything ever again.
started bodybuilding in 1990, and I just steadily progressed since then.
I would say, why do you keep doing this, man? And this is when he had started, he first started. He was getting dead last on all the shows and European tours. Dead last. For 4 years straight. Not placing, not winning no money, nothing. And I'm like, dude, why do you keep doing this? And Ronnie looked at me and he says, because I love doing it. I mean, I love bodybuilding. He said, man, I love bodybuilding. You know, when he said it like that, I was like, wow.
Because I was always like, man, if I can get myself in this kind of shape, nobody can touch me. I'm not really worried about what they're doing because I know they can't outwork me.
And the seventh day, God didn't rest. The seventh day, God created Ronnie Coleman.
Yeah, baby. Let's go! Yeah! Let's go, baby! Everybody wanna be a bodybuilder. Right. Don't nobody wanna lift this heavy ass weight. Go! Yeah. I do it though. Yeah! Yeah, buddy. Hey, wait, baby. Let's go. Yeah. All right. Go.
What he brought to the table was his different type of genetics allowed him to be a freak of another nature and to get to a level of bringing hard, dense muscle that we just couldn't put on our bodies.
This year, I want to bring in a totally different package. I want to do something totally different. God put me on this earth to do this. Every year, you're trying to outdo the last year, to get better from the last year. And that's what I was trying to do every single year, get better from last year. And that's the way it was for me. I was trying to distance myself from everybody else. So I kept getting bigger and bigger, so nobody would catch up with me.
Last year, I think I was about 233, 34 pounds. This year, I was about 15 pounds heavier than I was last year. So I came prepared to do battle with these guys. I think I put everything I had into it, and I think I got a good result from it.
I'm a lot sharper as far as detail goes.
So I'm pretty much bigger and much better than last year. I've been in this sport now for 7 years, and for 7 years I've progressed. This year won't be any different.
The new Mr. Olympia, Ronnie Coleman.
We did it, baby. We did it. We did it.
Never thought that I'd win Miss Olympia. Never in a million years.
You're winning it. Now for the 7th time, I have gotten 7 of those myself. What is this, breaking my record now?
It was the beginning of the end for me and every other bodybuilder.
The new Mr. Olympia, Ronnie Coleman.
When he turned to that back, it was amazing. What he made improvements in that 1 year was just unbelievable. No one even thought Ronnie was going to be in the top 5.
If you look at Ronnie in 2003, we may never see that again.
He looked like a dude who they invented in the Marvel comic book to kill the Hulk.
Ronnie in any era, smoked anybody in any era. When Ronnie dropped them clothes backstage, everybody's mouth dropped.
When I was in the gym, I felt like I was Superman because I was so strong and I was so in control.
He was that far ahead of everybody, that far ahead.
This is where you do all your work. This is where you put all your work in.
And Ronnie hit that stage, man, it was all over. It was like, where this dude come from?
I just kept doing what I kept doing, and I got better at what I kept doing, and I beat y'all.
Main choice, what are you gonna do? You know, what are you gonna do? You cannot work the guy because he's just a mule. He's just gonna work.
This is one of the greatest rewards that I'll ever receive. And y'all, here I am, getting the greatest reward of my life. This is where I got my genetics from, right here. This is why I'm the winner. Mama, we got us a achievement award. Thank you.
One more time for the 8th time, Mr. Olympia, the man, Ronnie Coleman.
I didn't win Miss Olympia 6 times by just sitting around on my butt, you know. I won 6 times because I worked my butt off in the gym and did what I had to do. So all I can say is, hey, it's on, baby. Talk is cheap. You want to do something? Hey, we can do something right now.
He came back like a monster that year. It was just crazy. It was the best Ronnie we ever seen. He was like 280 pounds and ripped. And
Ronnie Coleman!
It was like no one was going to beat him that year.
For the 7th straight year.
Bring it on. Let's do it.
Nothing but a peanut. Let's go. Yeah.
I had some people tell me that I can do it, so I'm just taking it one step at a time, one day at a time, until I reach that goal.
Bodybuilding experts believe Ronnie Coleman's future and perhaps fortune will be made in the gym.
I started bodybuilding in 1990, and I just steadily progressed since then. So it makes me feel that, you know, all my hard work is really paying off.
When Ronnie Coleman turned around to the back and those hamstrings and glutes came out, it was game over.
It was a controversial win last year. A lot of fans didn't think you deserved to win. You thought you did. How did you take that, hearing people saying things about the champion?
That motivates you to only be better and get better. I get all my inspiration, all my determination, my dedication, all that comes from God. As long as God wants me to be around here to represent the sport, bodybuilding, put me in the spotlight, then hey, I'll be here.
And back in the gym each day, Ronnie is preparing to deliver his message to the bodybuilding world.
I want to take it as far as you can take it, and that's the Mr. Olympia, which I'll be entering in September. Once you won that, you know, that's pretty much the highest professional contest you can win.
Ronnie Coleman just came out of nowhere.
I think Ronnie knew what he was doing. He built a monster physique that made it as a pro.
But of course, I am blessed. I have great genetics. I did work hard. I did sweat a lot. bled a lot too. The second time pretty much sealed. The first one was not a joke. The first one was not a given. This showed that I am the best in the world 2 times in a row.
Oh, this is 800 pounds. 800 solid ass pounds.